Good morning. This is Pierre Laguerre here, your daily motivator, and today I'm coming to you with episode 374. As it is, I'm standing on my porch, looking at the ocean, the clouds over there, and the sunrise. It's a beautiful day today here, and I just wanted to talk to you about your most productive time. So again, when is your most productive time? You see, for me, it's early in the morning. Already this morning, it's barely 6:30. I've been up since about 5 a.m. I've done my reading, and of course, I've already taken my shower and standing here enjoying the time. And I do get some quiet time, some time to write, like I write in my morning routine ebook, which you should get a copy of. But here's the point. My morning routine consists of not only getting up early and reading my Bible and doing my writing and understanding exactly what my plan for the day is, but then I get straight to work. Recording this daily podcast is part of what I do because I want to serve you and I want to make sure that you have access at the beginning of your day to some mind-changing opportunities. And I call them opportunities because it's going to be up to you to take some of the advice that I'm sharing with you, some of the tips and strategies, and put it to work for yourself. So my question to you is, early in the morning, are you rushing out to the extent that you don't have time to think about what's coming down for the day? Or do you take time for yourself? The most important time you can take, actually, has to do with thinking things through. You have to take time to think for yourself. Think, how is this going to change my day? How is this going to affect my day? More importantly, how is this lining up with my weekly goals, my monthly goals, and my 90-day goals? And the reason I talk about these different goals is because those are the first key goals you have to go with. They are short-term goals, and really 90 days is not that much of a short term. There's a lot that can happen in 90 days. So much can change in your life and in the lives of those around you. So as I'm seeing the sunrise just peeking over the clouds, and you can see it's not a silver lining, it's a rose lining because the sun is just rising at 6:30. You can hear the birds out there. For me, I'm in the right mindset. I'm in a place where I can think through what exactly am I going to do today? What is my most productive task that I must attend to? What is my top priority, as I shared in a prior podcast earlier this week? And I want you to go back and listen to that because I think what happens, especially in this world where there's so many disruptions, people send you emails, they send you texts, they reach out to you over social media, and before you know it, you forget what your most important goal is. Before you know it, you actually you forget to take the time to focus on your priorities. And if you don't have a time when you're most productive, or better yet, if during your most productive time, you keep letting every Tom, Dick, and Larry steal your time from you, then you are going to be in a place where you're not going to advance much. And, one of the terms that one of my buddies, Eddie, and I would love to talk about is execution. There's a time to execute. Now, there's a time to joke around and talk and pontificate, but then there's a time to execute. For me, this early morning time, that's my best time to execute. If I had something that spilled over from the prior day because I was tired at the end of the night, early morning, that's when I get up and I finish it. Put that point finale on it. And I call it point finale, meaning the period at the end of it, because there were things that needed to be tied up. And that's the whole point. You have things that need to be tied up, and a lot of it runs into the next day. And the reason it does is because, let's be real, your plan during that first time was not tight enough that you could actually make sure you covered those tasks. Well, here you are now. You're trying to get out. You're trying to get unencumbered, but you're starting a new day. And it's funny because I'm watching this bee behind the glass trying to get out in the same way. He's stuck, but he's the one that came out here, and now he's going up and down the glass, the window, trying to get out. And he's so close to exiting because there is a gap here between the two glass windows. He's gonna get out very soon. But there, he just did it. The reason I illustrated that for you, and I'm glad I had that illustration, is because during your day, you get stuck on some tasks. You get stuck trying to finish something. And when you get stuck, the one thing you have to do sometimes is rest, walk away from it. See, for me, if it's 9 p.m. and I'm still running a task, it's 10 p.m., at some point I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough, because tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow there's going to be a beautiful sunrise, and I'll be able to be in a different mindset, and I'll be able to get to work and get it done. So today I purposely came outside to record this for you. It is beautiful. You can hear the birds out here. It is a gorgeous day. And for me, I'm about to get productive. I simply wanted to challenge you to find your most productive time and get to it. And I got word for you. Most likely, for most of you, it's going to be early morning. Don't kid yourself. It's not late night, even though you may be used to late night. It's probably going to be early morning. This is Pierre Laguerre, your daily motivator. Always here to challenge, inspire, and motivate you. I'll catch you on the next episode. Have a great day.